Hey guys, so not done a video in quite a while other than that quick Hearthstone one I uploaded the other day. This is going to be a look at the new Dungeon Defenders 2 map. I believe this is called Siphon Site D. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's one of the first 4 maps you're going to encounter in the official campaign, I believe, when the game was actually released. So this is going to be a roughly, I think, 20 minutes or so look at this this map. I've run it a couple of times previous to this run here. With generally good success. The map's a little easy, but again, it is one of the early maps, so it's kind of to be expected. And as you'll see already, such as the gas trap there, where I was kind of placing the barricades next to, those are environmental traps. There's quite a few of them on this level, in fact. Well, that gas trap there, I expected to kind of release the gas and stun enemies, kind of similar to the gas trap in Dungeon Defenders 1. But it kind of releases like a corrosive gas which deals, I believe, poison damage over time. Here you'll see I place a cannonball tower in kind of a weird place. I find you can only build up there if you first go really under the dragon head and then click it to place it. And then kind of look away the way you want it to aim and then place it down. If you were to place it from further back, it would actually light up as green, but as soon as you click it does not place. So perhaps this is something trendy you want to fix, but yeah, well, you can see how I actually do it there. Yeah, as you'll notice at the moment, the left and right sides are actually a bit squished off the edge. You're not going to be able to see the full chat or the full mob count at the top right. I'm not really sure why that is. I'll be sure to look into it though for the next videos. So there you'll see we actually ended up with 3 squires. That's generally not what you want to do with any kind of class stacking really. So this player in question actually joined with a squire because, as he said, you quite often don't have a squire in your group, and you really want one. Well, since this was quite late at night, I believe it was about 40 minutes until the end of the playtest, he was able to disconnect and reconnect and choose a different hero, and as you saw, he went the apprentice. So, I wasn't sure what to commentate over this video really. You know, typically I've made guides in the past of Dungeon Defenders, but I'm not exactly going to be making a guide here, so... Either way, I just wanted to upload this video for you guys, so you can check out some of Dungeon Defenders 2. I don't think there's been any other uploaded gameplay footage of this map so far, so... But yeah, in general I suppose, I intend to do a lot more Dungeon Defenders 2 videos in the future, or more so speaking when the game's actually released and I've got to play it, you know, at retail for a while. And I intend to make videos in a similar kind of fashion to what I did in Dungeon Defenders 1, where I make guides for individual classes or builds on specific maps. I did actually have a lot more videos planned or even recorded for Dungeon Defenders 1, but I just wasn't happy with the quality or my kind of rubbish commentating over them. So there's honestly a good sort of 50-55 videos that I never actually got to uploading. Yeah, I kind of hope I can make more videos for Dungeon Defenders 2 than I did with Dungeon Defenders 1 this time around. As for the game itself, this is only the, I think, 3rd playtest I've got to play, which I believe has been all of them so far. And I'm actually really liking it at the moment. Yeah, my apologies, got interrupted there. But yeah, it's a very fun game so far. I say so far and at the moment because we've only got to try a little bit, and at the moment we're really just testing the core gameplay mechanics and the sort of the real kind of basic structure of the game. So for those of you who have not been following Dungeon Defenders news, there's quite some big changes over Dungeon Defenders 1. So let's see, where would I start with this? Okay, well firstly you have two currencies of mana. You have the blue mana and the green mana, which you can see above my abilities in the bottom centre of the screen. The blue mana is used for your abilities and healing, while the green mana is used for building defences, upgrading defences and repairing defences. And at least at this present time in this this version of the client, I suppose, there's no actually defense unit cap. I'm not sure whether they're decided on whether there's going to be a kind of DU limitation. But if you think about it really, there's a limited amount of green mana that's dropping in each map. So there is kind of essentially a DU cap. It's just down to the player, if you want to min-max and optimize a build, to find out how much green mana is going to drop throughout the waves, how much per wave, and whether it's a set amount per wave, to kind of work out what the DU cap is. Now whilst the green mana appears to be a set amount to kind of limit the amount of tower spam you can do, kind of arbitrary DU limit, there is a lot of blue mana you can see dropping. As you can see here on full mana, yet there's still a lot of blue mana around me, which does not despawn at the end of a wave. And this essentially leads to, whereas in Dungeon Defenders you would not want to use abilities in certain situations because you'd worry that if you were to use the skill, you'd then lack the mana to do the urgent repair or build a tower in the next wave or so. But with the manas being separated, it's a very nice change because you kind of feel free to use the abilities that you have available. And I must say that the abilities in general feel a lot more fun to use than those in Dungeon Defenders 1. You'll see what I just used there was kind of a provoke skill on the Squire. And this causes mobs to attack you as opposed to other targets, be it players or defences, and increases, I believe, your strength and defence while it's active on the mobs that you provoked. The second skill, which you see me using quite a few times, I believe is called Sword Beam. I'll show all the skills at the end of the video so you'll see all it is there. But anyway, that's effectively a straightforward projectile that pierces enemies, so that's pretty cool. Another fun addition is the interactive environment, such as the gas trap I pointed out earlier. If I try and think of interactive environment in such a way in Dungeon Defenders 1, the Rampart's Harpoon comes to mind, which had some use on insane death from above against the big wyverns. And I think that's pretty much it, other than pressing E on animals like turtles in Aquinos to give you mana each wave. But the environment interactables play a more combat affiliated role in this game, and they work very well. Just as this water trap on the left here, when pressed it will release water and it will knock any enemies in its path off the edge of the map, instantly killing them. And these seem to have anywhere from 30 to 50 seconds cooldown. But the way I seem to find that they work in is they're not essential to success, but they're fun to use. They're just optional defences really, fun optional defences. Another major addition to the game over the original Dungeon Defenders is that you now have multiple objectives. As you can see under the objectives, the pressure valve indicated by yellow is a side objective, whereas the central tank indicated by red is the main objective. So you'd kind of think of the red text to be like your Eternia Crystal in DD1, and as such, if that is destroyed, you lose the game. However, the side objective indicated in the yellow again, the pressure valve, if this is destroyed, you do not lose the game instantly. It kind of just opens up a path which the pressure valve is currently locking, which on this map happens to be a direct path from the new spawn it would open up straight to your central tank, and I believe wyverns fly straight out of there, so what else? There's honestly just too much to go over in this video really, especially with me not being prepared to commentate this gameplay here. I suppose another thing worth mentioning is that when you upgrade defences, as you've probably noticed through the 10 minutes or so far, let's see if I can show you when we're here, but no, I don't have any mana, so. But when you upgrade a defence, they become aesthetically stronger, they become bigger and just generally look more deadly. So you will notice these Dwyer Harpoon's tower returns. I'm just going to go ahead and use the water trap there and show you how that works. Pretty effective. But yeah, the harpoon works a bit differently in this game. It starts off as a large projectile, and as it pierces through enemies, it decreases in damage the further, or rather the more amount of mobs that it hits, and it eventually breaks. So at that point, that's GG, and we have about 3 minutes until the playtest ends, so I'll go now to the character select screen where you can check out the hero's defenses and abilities. Well, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video, and in the meantime check out the official Dungeon Defenders 2 website, linked in the description for more information.